Hi everybody, Dan Illman here with the DRF race of the day for Monday, June the 27th. It's race number 4 at Assiniboia Downs. Now winners of 3 Life, $5,000 condition claimer. Let's take a look at this field. And this race does kick off the $1 pick 4, which has a guaranteed pool of $40,000. And there are plenty of carryovers at the Downs on Monday. There is a $120,583 carryover in the pick 5 jackpot and a $15,878 carryover in the super high 5 jackpot. Now you can view free formulator past performances for this race, the race of the day, on the race of the day event page at DRF.com. Take a peek, handicap along with us, and you can always head on over to asdowns.com for ASD Live. Great interactive handicapping content for the entire race card. Let's take a look at the Timeform US pace projector for this race. Timeform US doesn't believe this pace will be fast. I'm going to take this pace projector with a grain of salt. I do think the 6 Obstructed View shipping up from Turf Paradise will show some speed, but the 2 Yes It's Me Johnny G also has a little bit of speed. We don't have really any pace ratings for this horse. Pucker, the number 1, if he gets out of the gate from the inside post position, is another horse capable of speed. So while I don't think the pace is going to be blazing, I can see the 1 and the 2 perhaps going after the number 6 in the early portion of this race. As for the number 1, Pucker, coming off of a 3rd place effort, this horse is going to be making his 3rd start of the form cycle. Now, several of his opponents in this race have only had 1 race this year. Pucker has had 2, including this performance last time out over a muddy track, going 5.5 furlongs. And in this race was dominated by speed horses. They ran 1-2 all the way around the track. Pucker is going to finish 3rd. I thought all in all it was a pretty good effort. The winner of the race, Big Tony, was favored. Pucker needs a little bit of a Beyer boost. The Beyer par for this race is a 54. His 2 races this form cycle, a 36, and then the 34 Beyer earned in his most recent start. Likely not going to get it done, but he did run some decent races last year here at the Downs. Has some tactical speed from the inside post. I wouldn't be surprised if he is closer to the pace. The 2 is Yes It's Me Johnny G. And Yes It's Me Johnny G is the most prolific winner in the field. He is a 6-time winner, and the reason why he is eligible for this now winners of 3 affair is that many of his victories have come against restricted competition, restricted to Manitoba breds. Let's watch his most recent start. It's his first race off of an August layoff against Manitoba breds, and he got the right group. Only 3 other horses. He went right to the lead in this race on the outside and was able to just keep finding a little bit more and a little bit more at the end of this race to score. Now, he has been in the open 5,000 now winners of 3 level in the past. He hasn't had a great deal of success, but the first start off the layoff I thought was a very promising performance. It is worth noting he does seem to run very well fresh. He did win off the layoff in 2021 at Assiniboia Downs, and then he sort of backed up a little bit in his second start, although he did have to contend with an inside speed favoring track in that second race off the layoff. Maybe this horse will regress, but he does have speed. He is a 6-time winner, and best of all, he's 10-1 on the morning line. He's usable in the pick 4. The 3 is Captain John, and Captain John's had his chances. He's 3-4-40 lifetime. He lots of seconds and thirds. Maybe the kind of horse you might want to use on the bottom of your single race exotics. He returned off of a September layoff last time out, and he just didn't run very well. He never got out of first gear, but he also was racing over a muddy track, and it was his first time over muddy going. He didn't seem to like it at all. You could give him a mulligan for that performance. I do wonder if he wants a little bit longer distances. It seems like that's where he's done his best running in the past. The number 4 in here is Big Time Gizmo. We're going to watch Big Time Gizmo's most recent start. This is a striking performance. This is a horse that had been racing at Woodbine exclusively over synthetic and turf tracks. This is his first race over a dirt surface. He really seemed to like it. It was a muddy track, but Big Time Gizmo was 4 wide on the turn. He blasted to the front. He was very comfortable at the end, and he earned a very competitive Beyer speed figure. That race was only a now winners of 2 life, but it was fast on the day and fast on the clock. He exceeded the Beyer par for this now winners of 3 life level, and it just appears that perhaps Big Time Gizmo, your 8-5 morning line favorite, has found a home on dirt. at the Downs. He is a strong contender right back. Another strong contender is the 5 Stone Cafe. We're going to watch his last race. His first starts on August the 31st. Now, this is a non-winners of 4 life. He's racing out of conditions off the layoff, and he ran quite well. You see him, he's had a pretty good trip in this race, tracking the pace, but he made a 3-wide bid into contention on the turn, and he's just going to flatten out late behind the winner. I thought it was a good performance, and the 5th place finisher from this race came right back and earned a solid 48 Beyer speed figure in his next start when he was 3rd in a 2,500 non-winners of 1 year. This is a horse that's run into some good races in the past. He was a stakes winner at Sam Houston in 2021. I believe he has some tactical speed, and going second off the layoff, he might be sharper. Maybe the reason why he flattened out just a bit late was he needed the race off of the layoff. He's a horse you should respect. He's the second choice on the morning line. Obstructed View is up next, and he deserves respect simply because he's shipping up from Turf Paradise, and we have seen invaders from Turf Paradise do well over this track in the past. He's making his first start off of the claim, and the horses he ran against at Turf Paradise were pretty solid. The runner-up of his most recent start came back to run second in a 3,500 non-winners of 3 life at Turf Paradise with a 56 Beyer, the Beyer par for this level. That horse then came back to win an Arizona-bred $6,250 claimer with a 62 Beyer. The thing with Obstructed View that concerns me a bit is that his best races have come at longer distances. Maybe this distance is a bit sharp. He also is only 2 for 21 in his career. Lots of second place finishes on his card, and he's also coming off about a 6.5-month layoff. So there are some things to be concerned about with Obstructed View, but he does seem to class up well, and his speed should play well as well. The 7 is Flat Out Love, and Flat Out Love is only 2 for 42 lifetime. It's been a long time since he's won a race. You'd have to go back to 2019 at Delta Downs. His most recent performance was okay, considering it was his first start off of a very short layoff, and he caught a muddy track that he doesn't appear to love. It was an even performance at this 5,000 non-winners of 3 life level, but he is going to need a bit of a Beyer boost if he's going to pull off an upset. He's 15-1 on the morning line. Top pick time for our Monday race of the day at the Downs. I do respect the 2 favorites on the morning line, and I think they're worth using in your pick 4. They're, of course, the number 4 Big Time Gizmo, the number 5 Stone Cafe. But if you're looking for a price, a horse with some speed, a horse that's won 6 times in his career, maybe the 2. Yes, It's Me, Johnny G is the value play in race number 4. 10-1 on the morning line. He's won 2 of his last 4 starts, and he should be close to the pace when they turn for home. I'll go 2, and I'll go 4, and I'll go 5 in race number 4 at Assiniboia Downs. It's your DRF race of the day for Monday, June the 27th, and it's the kickoff leg of the Dollar Pick 4 with a $40,000 guaranteed pool. Good luck.